Ann, and welcome to our Dress Hot TV series. I'm here with Patrice, our bride, as well as her mom, Terry, and their lovely friend, Renee. And we're going to talk about love stories, as well as how we're taking Terry's dress that she wore 30 years ago, and we're recreating it for Patrice's upcoming wedding this July. So let's talk with the bride first. Patrice, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So let's tell everybody that's watching a little bit about your background and, a little bit about your love story for your fiance that you're getting married to.
Yeah. So I'm Patrice McKenzie, and I'm from Pittsburgh area. I've been with my fiance for a little over 2 years now. We met when we were younger. We reconnected 2 years ago at a mutual friend's wedding. And ever since then, we danced the night away at the wedding, and you never look back. We've been dating, and now we're engaged.
Oh, how exciting. How did he propose?
He proposed at karaoke, actually. Yes.
Did he sing you a song?
He sang me a song.
What song?
Yes. He sang me the Temptation song, This Promise to You. Promise you. Maybe I should.
Oh my gosh, that gives me chills.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So he has a good voice?
Yes.
He gets kind of like, that was it. I got you.
Yeah, he was a little nervous, but he did a great job of performing, and it was people that we didn't know. We didn't have friends or family with us. It was just the two of us. We were out on a date, and he decided that day he was going to propose, and he wasn't sure if he was going to propose at karaoke or what, but he made the decision to go to karaoke. And I was like, oh, okay, we never really done that before. And then whenever he decided to do karaoke, I was like, oh, he seems kind of nervous. And then that's when he proposed. So I was really surprised.
Oh,
yeah.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
How wonderful. Well, tell everybody about what you do. You have a blog, right?
Yes. So I have a blog called Thrift Out Loud. And Thrift Out Loud is a blog about fashion, affordable fashion for women. So I work with different stores like Goodwill, Thriftique, and other nonprofit organizations and help them just promote affordable fashion. I also talk about vintage clothes as well. Go to the vintage markets in Pittsburgh and different events that they have. So I'm really excited to be wearing my mom's dress today, or in July, and getting it recreated, because I'm really big with vintage and reusing and restoring something that's already beautiful and making it something that's my own.
Well, that's awesome. So let's talk to your beautiful mom here, Miss Terry. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, tell us a little bit about your background and your love story to your husband and how many years it was.
So my husband and I, we've been married it'll be 35 years.
35 years.
35 years this year. And my brother introduced us. And my brother and my husband are in the same fraternity. And my brother said to me one day, he's like, Terry, I have the perfect person for you. And I was like, okay, Mark. And he said, I want you to go out. And we went out. And then Mark called. He said, well, what did you think, Terry? And I was like, he's okay. And Mark was like, oh. I said, Mark, what do you think? I'm going to marry him or something? And I married him.
You married him.
Mark was right. And every so often I say, Mark, thank you so much for introducing me to my husband, Preston, because he was the right person for me.
Well, that's amazing.
Yes.
How did he propose?
So Preston took me to a jeweler downtown. And I didn't have any idea. He took me to the jeweler, and he got the ring, and he was like, will you marry me? I was like shocked. I had no idea. But yeah, he took me to the jeweler, and he had the ring all picked out and everything.
Oh,
So, would you marry me?
that's amazing.
Yes.
So how did, so you must be excited because she's going to be wearing your gown.
Yes. Well, when I got married, I had my gown preserved. I always wanted to have 3 daughters, but I have 2 daughters. I said one of them prayerfully will wear the dress. And I saved it. My husband was even surprised. I said, what do you think this big box is in the garage that I've been saving? And I showed it to Patrice, and she said she liked it, but she wanted to make it her own. So she had an idea in her mind of what she wanted. And so you've helped her create from my gown a gown that's just special for her.
Well, that's amazing, and it's been a great treat to be able to be a part of that, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's introduce your friend that you brought with you today.
Yes, and I brought my friend Renee Bryan. Here she is.
Hello, Renee.
Yes.
Yes, hi.
Hi. Well, so tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to meet this wonderful family.
Okay. Well, I met this wonderful family through my husband, who became friends with Terry's husband and became very good friends. Then when Terry retired, because I had retired before her, I got to know her and she got to know me. We became very good friends. They're beautiful people. What you see is what you get.
Well, that's amazing because that's what everybody needs nowadays is, beautiful people in their lives to be able to create memories.
Absolutely. I always told my husband I thought that they were a gift from God. Okay, and I wish that we could have had them years ago.
Yeah,
but we
perfect.
have them now, so we're blessed.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So how long were you and your husband married?
Well, we'll say 40 years we were married.
And that's perfect. How did he propose?
Well, let me tell you this. I used to watch my husband walk up the street, and I used to say to myself, well, he sure is a handsome young guy, but he seemed older, And as time went on, I went away to college and everything, and then after I graduated, I ended up working in the area where he lived at. And one day I walked up the street and he said, I'm going to follow you one day. And I just laughed. But he did. He did. And there was something special about him because he said he would call me at a particular time. And he did it just like that. And it seemed like when we were together, we never really parted. It's like you could tell, that he was special in comparison to a lot of other people. And I see the special between Carmen and Patrice. They have that quality, that quality that it just blooms with love. And it blooms with him seeing her as special. And when you put somebody before you, that lets you know that that's different than what the norm is. And that's like their family. They're not the normal family. They're the kind of people that a lot of people wish they had in their lives. So I believe that this is an honor for me to have been asked to be here at this time because it is a precious time.
No, it is. And, a lot of brides, they just want to get the wedding, they want to have the party, but it's a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a commitment.
It's a real commitment.
Because once the party's over, it's like, I'm with this guy forever,
It's
right?
a reality, but most people, they don't know, they don't understand that, but once you get into marriage and you get to see what it's about, if you have that level of, I'm going to be committed no matter what, God brought us together. And I know that for my husband and I, what kept us together was God. And I know in this family, God leads this family. So I'm looking for positive things to come out of this union, And my hope is that a lot of other young couples will look at them and they'll be an example as to what a couple can be.
Yeah, because marriage is tough. Sometimes you have your struggles and you have your good times, but a lot of people, through the struggles, it's like they just want to give up.
Right.
And you guys wouldn't have made it how many years that you've been together, because I'm sure there's times you're like, Lord Jesus, help me.
Most
but but I think that it's basically, it's not just all about the dress. It's not all about the party and everything. It is that commitment. And I think with a lot of girls have to understand, even couples, together, that you're committed to one another. And social media, I believe, plays a big part to kind of put some negativity in some marriages nowadays, and nuptials. That's correct.
Well, the thing about it is that we have to learn that they have to learn that they're not the enemy to each other, but they're partners in this life, And it's good to have a partner in this life because to do life with.
Right.
And it's really an asset in this life. A wife is a good thing. What does that Bible say about the wife, Terry?
Good thing to have, yes.
Yes. And it really, that's the truth. And a husband is also. You just have to believe that nobody's perfect and understand that nobody's perfect and dwell on the positives about that individual instead of the negatives.
Right.
And you have to fight off the negatives, and you have to make a commitment that you will not stay there. you will go towards those things that's going to lift that person up. And if both people lift each other up, then something positive is going to come out of that.
True.
No, I agree. You have a lot of people backing you with a lot of years of experience, so I think you and your fiance are going to be very well taken care of. So tell me a little bit about what made you want to wear your mom's dress.
So I really wanted to wear my mom's dress because when I saw the picture, I knew that it looked really nice on her. I liked the fit of the dress, how it fit on her, and like I said before, I do like vintage things, so that was also a plus that we already had the dress, it was already preserved, and knowing that I can make it look the way that I want but still keep that tradition within our family, that was important to me because it is more than just a dress. It's like something I'm sharing with my family, another memory that can be used, you know, in our family histories.
No, awesome. And how did you come to hear about us at Dress Hot?
I found out about Dress Hot from the fashion show, Pittsburgh Fashion Week, last year at the Winter Garden downtown, and I really liked your dresses. I mentioned in the email that I sent you, the gowns that you have are very beautiful, they were sparkly, and I just knew that I wanted to reach out to you personally to ask if you would be able to do my dress, because what I saw there, I knew that it would be a great fit for what I wanted.
So today was the first day that you got to actually see, you know, us putting the dress together, reworking your mom's dress. And so how did you feel whenever you first saw your dress?
I really liked it. I thought it looked like royalty, the way that it looked. Just seeing it actually put together and putting it on is a very surreal experience, but I'm enjoying it and I love the dress.
Yeah, because we've had a couple meetings prior to that. We had, you know, it's what your vision was, and then we went and started looking at, I got fabrics in so that you can take a look and see what would look best and what, if you could see yourself with any of these fabrics. So we ended up getting the fabric and we ended up changing the whole look of your dress. When you saw the dress, Mom, what did you like?
Yes, the dress is beautiful. It really is. And Patrice has such vision. I can't see it until it's really put together. So, and she was telling me different things and how she wanted it. I was just like, okay, I have to see it. And now that I've seen it, I love it. I think it's really, really beautiful. And it's Patrice. It really is Patrice.
And I think whenever you have that creative mind, because that's what I visually see things, which I'm sure that's exactly what you do. Just, you got to trust me, right?
Yes.
That's what you're trying to tell your mom. Just trust me, Ma, it's going to be good.
Yes.
Perfect. So basically, tell us a little bit more about like the date of your wedding, where you're going to get married, and.
So it's going to be July 17th, 2020. The ceremony is going to be at Penn Hills Church. It's called St. James Episcopal Church in Penn Hills. And then the reception will be in Monroeville at the Doubletree.
Okay.
And then the next day?
Oh, the next day we're going to have a I Do barbecue at my parents' house. So it's a barbecue for friends and family to come to after.
Well, I think I'm part of your family, so I'm going to be there for barbecue. Me and Renee are going to hang out.
Arm in arm.
That's right. Good home barbecue. That's amazing. If you had advice, one piece of advice for your daughter right now for her wedding day and for her future, what would you give her?
I would say to enjoy every minute of it because it goes so fast. I can remember the day that I got married, all the preparation, and then before I knew it, we were walking back up the aisle. It was so fast. So I say just enjoy every minute of it. And soak it all in and just be happy and enjoy.
Yes.
Because it does go so fast.
It does.
It really does.
Miss Renee, you can give her a piece of advice?
I would say stay in the now and soak it up. Just exactly what your mom said, because you're not going to go backwards. You're going forward. You know, and you want to get all the in between.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, I am so grateful and blessed that I've met you guys and I'm part of your day. And, you know, how we took your mom's dress of 35 years to what you're going to be wearing on July 17th. It's just, I can't wait to see the final product. We still have more to do. We did some pinning today and some alterations, and then we still have beading to do. But I think the outcome of the dress And when you put that on, you are going to look royalty and you're going to look beautiful. Because you today, I was so excited, I couldn't wait for you to try the dress on, to even like look at it, to be like, wow, it just turned out beautiful.
She looks like a princess.
Oh,
Like
thank you.
royalty. Really.
So you're going to stay with us. We're going to, throughout the process of Patrice's dress, we're going to be able to see the final result and everything put together. And we're going to do like a final interview. So before she does walk down that aisle, and you'll be able to follow the steps as we go through. But I think this is a wonderful thing that you can take a vintage piece of dress or a vintage item, and then we can recreate it to make it more modern and, you know, make Patrice feel special in her own wedding gown, but still have a piece of her mom's dress, you know, part of her with her there that day she's going to get married. So is there anything else that you guys would like to contribute, or is there anything you want to say, honey?
I just want to say thank you so much again for being part of my special day and allowing us to, you know, be here today and do this opportunity and speak.
No, I think this is important because a lot of people don't know, you know, that there is beauty in vintage. And, you know, I love vintage. And I think that you can truly make something beautiful out of something that, you know, doesn't look so beautiful to start with. Not saying your dress, I'm just talking general. We also are going to be showing you a picture of Terry in her dress whenever she did walk down with her Prince Charming, and she even tried the dress on. We have a picture of that as well. We'll be posting. I told her, try this dress on one more time because it's never going to look like this again. So we'll be posting that as well on the on our TV series. But I do appreciate being a part of your family, and I can't wait for the final outcome and, you know, for you to get to that special day that you're just going to feel beautiful.
Yeah, thank
So,
you so much.
Thank you. So thank you for joining us again with our Dress Talk TV series. And please stay tuned because we will continue bringing up updates as far as once we get to the final dress and then the final reveal. And I can't wait for you guys to see and like to see her beautiful smile that whenever she comes out of that fitting room. Thank you for watching, and remember, stay beautiful, embrace your curves, love yourself. Carrie Ann out.